right? Geographically you cannot differentiate, because most of the Bundelkhand is present in Madhya Pradesh, and the people of Uttar Pradesh are asking for separation. Okay, so you cannot carve out the places from two different states and give rise to formation of new state. Okay, and the Bundeli, right, the people who are present in that, the Bundelis, but which area is that particular Bundeli, where it exactly ends, we don't know. So they are called as the nave regions, which are present in the minds of the people. So this is the Bundelkhand, right? So in between these three you are having the triangular plateau called as the Malwa plateau. Okay, within these three plateaus, the Marwar, the Madhya Bharat Pattar and the Bundelkhand, we are having a triangular plateau called as the Malwa plateau. Okay, and next the Bagelkhand. The Bagelkhand. The Bagelkhand is present again MP and parts of UP. Okay, Bagelkhand. Northeastern MP and the parts, the smaller parts of UP, Uttar Pradesh, Bagelkhand. Right. So these are all the plateaus present in Peninsular India. Right. And we will have one plain, guys, called as the Chhattisgarh plain. Within the Peninsular India, we are having one plain called as the Chhattisgarh plain, right? So this Chhattisgarh plain is drained by the northern reaches of Mahanadi river. Mahanadi river, right? And this Chhattisgarh plains was asked in the examinations once, guys, right? They said the saucer shaped basin present in the central India called as saucer. Means cup and saucer, guys. Saucer shaped basin in the central India is nothing but the Chhattisgarh plains, right? These Chhattisgarh plains are drained by the northern reaches of the Mahanadi river. Okay, so these are the plateaus and one plain, right? Now we will be talking about the the mountains of Peninsular India. The mountains of the Peninsular India. Yeah, so Peninsular India is covered by the mountain ranges on all the three sides. Okay, on the western side, on the eastern side, and also on the northern side. Everywhere, wherever you see the Peninsular India, right, you will be finding the mountains. So it is said that the Peninsular India is covered by the mountain ranges on all the sides. Number one, the Arawalis, right? So they are present to the northwestern sides of peninsula. They are present to the northwestern side of peninsula, and we have seen the other day that the Arawalis are the oldest fold mountains of the world. They are also called as the relics, remnants. They are called as the oldest fold mountains of the world, or relic mountains, or the remnant mountains, and they are running for 800 kilometers. They run for 800 kilometers from Palanpur in Gujarat to Raisana Hills. in Delhi. Okay, Raisana or Raidhana they say. Raisana Hills in Delhi. The Raisana Hills are the hills where the presidential house is present, guys. Okay, if you look at the presidential house, you will be having small undulations, ups and downs. That is the extensions of the Arawalis into Delhi. So, the height of the Arawalis is maximum towards the south. So, nearer to Gujarat, they are having maximum heights, and towards Delhi, they are touching the ground. So, if you go to the Raisana Hills, they are nearly onto the ground surface, just with undulations. Okay. Yeah. So, the height is maximum towards the south, and towards the north, they are touching the ground. Right. The average elevations, the average heights of Arawalis ranges between just 400 to 600 meters. 400 to 600 meters. Right. And Guru Shikhar is said to be the highest peak. Guru Shikhar is said to be the highest peak, and Mount Abu is the Jain pilgrimage center. Right. So, and the Guru Shikhar and Mount Abu, these two are separated by a pass called as the Gairan Ghat Pass. So, Gairan Ghat Pass separates Guru Shikhar and Mount Abu. Right. And both of them are present, the Guru Shikhar and Mount Abu are present within a distance of 14 to 15 kilometers. Very close. So, the Gairan Ghat Pass is very small pass. Okay. So, as I said, the height of the Arawalis is maximum towards the south. So, here you are having the highest heights, elevations, right? And this is the important reason because of which only these areas will be receiving the rainfall. Okay, and all these areas which are present on either side of the Arawalis, they are devoid of the rains. Because I will be explaining you guys, if this is the southern part of the Arawalis, right, and from here you are getting the southwest monsoons, the third branch of Arabian Sea enters into these areas. So what happened, when the third branch is coming, only the southern tip is obstructing this branch, right, and the rest will be going like this. So they are the southern, the third branch of Arabian stream, right, the third stream of Arabian branch goes parallel to the Arawalis. So the highest point is present here. So these areas will be receiving the rainfall, right? The rest of the areas will not have any obstructions. That is the reason because of they never get the rainfall. So this is related to the Arawalis. Yeah. Next comes the Vindhyas, the Vindhya Mountains, right. One question was asked in the preliminary examination, where the Vindhyas are present, right. The Vindhyas are present, the option was the Vindhyas are flanking, they are flanking in the form of escarpments on the northern banks of Narmada. Escarpments, flanking. In the form of escarpments. On the northern banks of river Narmada. So what are these escarpments or scarp formations? Okay, I will be explaining again when we talk about the geomorphology the world geography, but here just for your understanding I will be telling you guys, right? For example, this entire two of my hands together is a plate, right? And in between two of the hands you are having a break now. So within the plate you are having a break. After the breaking has taken place, what happened? One part will be coming down. Okay. After the break within the plate, one part will be coming down, one part will be coming down, the other part will be raising up. Okay, one part comes down, the other part simply raises up. So what happened? This part, if you look at this part, okay, just look at this part, this simply came down and this raised up. So what's happening? From this edge, it seems to be normal plane, slight elevation, right? But from this side, it seems as if it is a mountain because of this part gone down. So this is said to be the escarpments. When both blocks move against each other, they will be creating the scarps or the escarpments, right? So what happened? The Vindhyas are called as the escarpments flanking the northern banks of Narmada, right? So I will be drawing you the diagram here guys so that you can understand it very easily. Let us suppose this is the entire peninsular India. Okay. Okay. This is the entire peninsular India here, north to south. Okay. The same thing I am drawing like this. Here also the same for your better understanding. Okay. So this is the peninsular part of India. This part guys I am drawing in both the dimensions. One is horizontal, one is vertical for you. Right. So what happened? There was multiple breaks. Okay, there were multiple breaks in the plate, right? And what happened? This part slightly raised. Okay, so this part raised slightly. Okay, this part came down. So this part came down. Okay, sorry. This is the break, right? So this part came down. Okay. And when this part has come down, right? Now this part which is present, this raised up. Okay, again this part has come down a little. So can you appreciate this guys? For our understanding, I will be drawing a little bit heighted. Okay, so this part has become Vindhyas. This part has become Vindhyas. Okay, the part which went down, subsided, this part came down, right? This has become Narmada Valley or Rift Valley of Narmada. Narmada Rift Valley. Okay, this raised up portion has become the Satpuras. Okay, and again the subsided portion has become the valley of Tapti. So where the Satpuras are present? In between Narmada and Tapti rivers, right? So this is Narmada, this is Satpura, and this is Tapti, right? So the Satpuras are present between the Narmada and Tapti rivers, okay? And where the Vindhyas are present? To the northern banks of Narmada. They are flanking like escarpments, okay? So the Vindhyas are the escarpments flanking the northern banks of river Narmada, right? And they are extending in east-west directions for 1200 kilometers, guys. This was only 800 kilometers. These are 1200 kilometers. East-west direction 1200 kilometers with the average heights or elevations ranging between 300 to 650. So mostly the ranging of the elevations of the Vindhyas are said to be between 300 to 650, right? Yeah. So the Barmer and Kaimur ranges, Barner and Kaimur, Barner and Kaimur ranges, right? They are said to the extensions of Vindhyas. Okay guys, they are said to the extensions of Vindhyas. See, try to have these pictures perfectly in your mind, guys, because if you know the physiography of India perfectly, you can write any question asked on Indian geography. Okay, you can write any question asked on Indian geography, guys. Okay, so I forgot to tell the slope of peninsular India. Okay, when we are talking about the introduction of peninsular India, right, I said it is the biggest of the plateaus covering 16 lakh square kilometers of area, roughly triangular, etc. Its general slope is said to be towards south and southwest. The slope is generally said to be towards southwest, guys. But if you carefully observe the slopings, right, here you are having the Narmada and Tapti, they are flowing this side, right, and several of the rivers originating over the Vindhyas, they are flowing towards the north. Okay, so the careful observation shows that the peninsular India is sloping in all the directions, towards east, towards west, and towards north. Okay, so this is related to the Vindhyas, guys, right? Next comes the Satpuras. Yeah, so just given the diagram, right, how the Satpuras are created and all, right? So here the Satpuras, just by looking at the diagram, can you tell what the Satpura mountains can be called as? Actually, the middle part is raised up to create a mountain-like structure. So they are called as the block mountains. Satpuras are the block mountains present in between the Narmada and Tapti rivers. But in our preliminary examination, this was once question. The Satpuras represent the block mountains, right? The next time or after several years, they have asked one more question regarding the Satpuras, and in that the block mountain option was not given. The block mountain option was not given. So if you have a little bit of idea what I have drawn here, if you can appreciate this, you will give the answer. Okay, so this was the original height of the land. So the middle part raised up. Okay, so the answer was structurally uplifted mountains. So the structure got uplifted, and the option given there was the Satpuras are the structurally uplifted mountains.